Welcome to JCCR Racing and Formula One. We're doing the Formula One race, and I'm sorry, I'm going to get the light going here. That is way too dark. We're doing the Formula One race tonight. Then we're going to cover a little money-making Mondays, tips and tricks, followed by YouTubers versus the subscribers in our regular weekly race. Let's see, last week, in the last 2 weeks, well, 2 weeks ago, the YouTubers won. Last week, the subscribers completely destroyed us. So JCCR Racing Team, let's see if we can actually make a proper go at it, and, well, make it back. Regain some respect, I guess. Because we were missing a lot on the track. We ended up winning 2 nights out of 3. Now, I've been finding to not spin out with the Formula One car. I absolutely need to have traction control on 3. Oh, it is pushy. Very pushy. And I can't believe it. We're in the D class, and the top speed for lap time is a whopping 2 seconds faster than my lap time. So 1:42 instead of a 1:44.1 that I'm running. Sorry, I'm running at 1:41, and I believe, but anyways, we'll see it at the end of the race. Sorry, I can't remember my lap time here. I guess must be suffering a concussion from all these hard hits that we picked up, but the Formula One car is holding together, which is not realistic, but actually quite nice. Beats, certainly, I'm not complaining about it, certainly beats getting thrown off the track and going from second into last place in the GT3 or GR3 class. Hey, Super Doofus Tom, welcome in. Thank you very much for the race, long and prosperous. And let's get the steering under control here. Dano, welcome in, buddy. It's the Texas Ranger himself. Great to have you legends coming back in and getting ready for our subscriber races. YouTubers versus subscribers, which is really the JCCR Racing Team versus the rest. Hoping that we have a winning week. And I figured, why not give the F1, oh my goodness, cars, wow, that's a big hit. Some awfully dirty drivers. They say Canadians are polite. I'd say it depends where you go. Because that was, Strange Shadows was not a polite Canadian. Alright, so I've been pushed around, now we're sitting in 8th. Let's see if we can climb back up. Now, if we're running traction control 2 and we're hard on the pedal, the F1 car will completely slide out. Well, we're holding it together now. Looks like the traffic is far enough behind us that we should be able to survive without getting too many hits. These F1 cars are interesting, and the only downside of F1 cars in the sim racer is they're really great and it's a lot of fun to drive, but then when you get into the GR3 car after, it feels oh so slow. Let me know in the comments if that is how you feel after driving the F1 car or any one of the F1 cars. We're gaining space on the car behind, but not catching up quick enough to the car in front. Traction control stepped in there. Oh, Super is POW, a prisoner of war. How so? Oh no, prisoner of work. Okay, thank you for Super Doofus for spelling it out for me. It won't be the last time. It's not the first time and it won't be the last. Thank you very much. Now I could have just rammed him, but that's not, ramming is not racing. Chris J, welcome in. There, I'm being very careful not to ram. Ooh, but now I've got Buddy Boy behind me. Let's see. Ooh! Gotta watch, not watch what's behind me so much. With these faster cars, gotta keep an eye on the track. Oh, we have a traction control accident. And we pick up a spot. Let's see if we can keep the traffic behind us. Ooh, didn't defend at all there. Will we get past? No, we made it through. Hey, out of this world gaming, you've got your name back. Right on. Good to see. I'm out here breaking all this wind all by myself, no one to trail behind. Oh, and he nails me hard. Did the good old push pass, but the car is stayed under control, which is awfully nice. L412, welcome in. Daniel, thank you very much. Try to survive this race. Looking forward to our YouTuber versus subscriber races. And now we've got someone to draft behind. This can only be good for lap times. If we don't end up getting sandwiched. Oh, looks like I returned his earlier favor. Not intentional. Always better to drive safe. Not retaliate. All right, second gear for the next turn coming up. Not a fan of this big metal piece blocking our vision. Oh, it looks like Paradu, the Brazilian driver, jumped the speed bump and it doesn't seem to really affect. No penalty, and just seems like you get a faster lap time. Oh, no worries at all. Absolutely. Ooh, 3 really, traction control or stability control on 3 really does cut power to the wheels when you're not quite in the ideal. If you got that steering wheel turned too much. Doesn't slide out, but I can definitely see that I'm losing a bit of time. But consistency is key. One accident will cost us being in the top 8. We have soon 1 lap left. Oh no! Looks like we all went through there pretty horribly. Yeah, there seems to be no track limit penalties. Oh, look at these 2 clowns battling it out. Tony, what are you doing? You're just slowing both of yourselves. The car in front of you, you're slowing him down, and yourself really slowing yourself down, driving like a clown, and he is off the track. No surprise there. is fast-paced in the F1 cars. Quite a bit of fun. I am liking this a lot. Yeah, the steering wheel is past a certain degree, the power is being cut off. And it certainly does prevent crashing, but it also prevents a faster lap time. Oh, wrecked myself on the last lap. Shame on me. This will be a slow one, but I think we can still hold on. Oh, it would have been, oh, we get rammed. Oh my goodness. I didn't go to ram back, it's just he rammed me so hard the first time that I came back, it spun me out and I hit him while crashing out. So way to go, Tony. Clown of the Day award goes to Tony. And now we have to sit here for 39 seconds and reflect on how that race went. Money making Mondays. Not just in sim racing, but we go back to work so we can start making money on those Mondays from the money we spent over the weekend. Sure, many of you have been either thinking about or accomplishing that Christmas shopping, getting the gifts and names crossed off the list. I wish you all good luck with that, and remind you that Christmas shouldn't just be about the presents. And hopefully, presents are just secondary. Or even third. It's about faith, family, and then the presents. Out of This World Gaming saying it was dead at work today. All right. I'm curious if you want to share, if you're comfortable sharing, what line of work do you work in? If you work in healthcare, and let's say you're a paramedic, well then it's great if the things were quiet. It means people weren't messing around and having health problems, or holding on to fireworks for too long. All right, so that was one heck of a different race. My D rating went down, even though we finished in 8th. So I'm not sure how that works. I thought the top 8 all have your speed rating go up. Oh, Super Doofus, that is a big day, 13 hours. I usually work 11 hours, but I got off work early, and here I am. It is nice. I practiced Fuji this morning. I actually went in a little later. Excuse me, because the wife had a medical appointment, and I actually got to put in a time for Fuji and, sorry, not the circuit, and the Jacques Villeneuve track here. Gilles Villeneuve, sorry, Jacques' his son. And I posted a 124.5. So way to go, buddy, with your 123.3. Ricky Rez Racer. So congratulations to everyone who took the time to put in a time. So seems like awfully repetitive. And we also hit up to Fuji Tom's Pro Course here. And let's see here. What time did we post? 141.1. So not horrible, but nowhere near Lead Pencil's time. But usually I'm more than, what is that, 2.5 seconds? 3 seconds off. Usually I'm slower than Lead Pencil by more than 3 seconds. So somewhat getting the hand at Fuji. And let's hit it up now. Let's talk about the money. Part 2 of this 3-part live Money Making Mondays. So let's talk about Money Making Mondays here. If you're going to be running GR3, which we almost always are, we would hit up Fuji, go over to tracks over here. And Fuji, where are you? Right below. Sorry if my controller bonks out, but obviously we want to do the circuit experience. It's not going to be the perfect experience because it's GT2. Somehow I posted gold for 2 of those sections. So what goes down is you get to learn the track, but not so much how your car is going to respond to it. So if you haven't done these, great way to make some money on a Monday. Money-making Mondays. But if you really want to practice the GR3 cars, hit up the World Touring Car 800. Or, always fun to make some money with the F1 car if you want practice. Sure, it's not the right track, but if you plan on running the Canadian Montreal track, get some practice in F1, you can make some money right there, which I think is great. Obviously, if you're going to run the GR4, do the GR4. But let's see, has Montreal been added here? Can we race it? Yes, we can. Wow, this is fantastic. So you can do the circuit experience with a GR3, and that's great. You've got a chance to make anywhere from 200,000 to 1 million points. Easy, easy money. Highly recommend you hit that up first. And let's see what this new speech button, microphone button is. Oh, it's just picking it out. I thought it would give us maybe a verbal rundown of the track. And I'm actually going to do 1 lap just to see where we sit. I'll do the circuit experience because GR3, that's what we almost always run. Or you can go over here. It's 15 laps. Clearly, this is going to take longer. It's option 2. Get your 15 laps in. You'll learn the track before you start losing driver speed. Now, we raced it quite a bit this weekend. So that's why I just jumped right in. Didn't do the usual money-making Monday where we don't go online and risk our driver rating. So let's hit up the circuit experience. Out of this world gaming, we'll just have to practice more as a team here. And let's do section by section. This is only going to take about 5, max 10 minutes, and then we'll get to the YouTube part 3 of the day. Mind you, not all that at custom. I haven't driven the Mercedes in a while, but let's see how we can do here. Oh, it's so that was the clutch, not the brake. These pedals are awfully close together. Okay, I really haven't driven the Mercedes in a while, and it's wildly different from the F1. Oh, thank you very much, Dano, for the support. Really appreciate the support, Dano. Wow, this is a world of difference. World of difference driving this as opposed to a true world of difference from the F1. Okay. Oh, driving one hand does not sound like a very good option. So I'm going to exit this because it is painful going back into GR3 and running different cars. But I think the point is made. You'll just want to run through here, make the money. Whew. Might have to put myself in last for the YouTubers versus subscriber races coming right up. And being that it is almost 9:30, we'll jump right in. They have the Nuremberg 24-hour in reverse. Yeah, that does sound pretty wild. I wonder if this is just a Mercedes changing GR3 cars, or if I'm now completely broken now that I drove maybe a little bit too much of the F1 car today. But let's get to part 3 of the stream, and that's the YouTubers versus subscribers, or really JCCR Racing Team versus the rest. load up these settings. And right now in the live, I think we're running about, what is it, 10 or 12? And that makes me think that we should be running a 12 race this evening. Get that going up in just a moment. And let's start on the new track, the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, for race 1. And after that, winner picks the race. And it goes through without a hitch. All right, so we've got a small team tonight. Let's hope we can actually still quite easily have JCCR versus the rest, because we'll be racing against Bren N, which is Out of This World Gaming, asking to be put in the back. No problem there. And actually, don't forget, hit that check mark and make sure you get your car on. Sorry. Time to get our car on. I'm going to race probably the Ferrari here. I was practicing earlier on Fuji and still faster with the 911 over the Ferrari. But I do like taking non-meta cars, and I also like taking new cars. And this little car setup off to the left is something. It's new. It's a lot of details, which is great. More detail, but harder to find the darn car because it's so darn small. Well, I guess I'll be driving the 911 if we can't find the Ferrari, the 296. Sorry about that, folks. That was a sad sight to see. And folks, don't forget, throw on your racing tires on. And of course, hit that green check mark as soon as you've got your car picked out. So back the pack, and someone else had asked for the back the pack, but I can't remember who it was. So do let me know. I'm the lowest rated driver here. Try to get the B's up top. I think 20 speed is a B. I'm going to move him up. L412. I can't remember what rating you are. That cool kid is an S-rated C, so we'll put him right behind me. And same thing for AA Jidge. And we've got another C, Nintex. Let's get Nintex up top. So it'll be me, and then a whole bunch of non-JCCR racing team members. Then L412, the first JCCR racer other than myself at the top. 20 speed. Dano, all JCCR racers. Gambolitas is D safety, so we're going to put him... We're going to keep him right there. Safety rating is so low, we're actually going to put him at the absolute bottom. Sorry, my friend, but if you want to start up higher, get a higher safety rating, and we'll leave the EB at the bottom. Anyways, E's are often, from my experience, more B drivers. That's their speed rating. And here I'm going to say good evening. Nice to meet everyone. And good to see all the returners back again. Now, hopefully, Drist will pick his car in less time than I picked mine, because it is time to get this race going. I'll do one little practice race, make sure everyone gets a chance to practice up one lap. Kind of a sneeze that wants to come out. Hitting that clutch again because we've got the pole. That's the one thing I'm not a fan of with the play seat is the pole. Where it is, but I guess that's just the way it's gonna be. Alright, so I was just having a whole lot of trouble with the AMG. Back to the Ferrari and everything feels hunky-dory. Dano pulling a 142. Let's see where we finish up here compared to Dano. Full crossover. And the stability control is back at 2, which is just perfect for the GR3s. Happy balance, consistent laps. And because I was coming out of the pits, that won't count and won't be representative. And let's see where everyone's at. Let's see what they're driving. Okay, Ash Larry has made it in. Welcome back, Ash Larry. Good to see you. And we've got AA Jig, Gambolitas, Dano in his Viper. 20 speed back there. Oh, looking good. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. Looking sharp, my friend. Woo! Might have to borrow that. L412. Love that livery. Nintex back there with the Skyline. Skyline, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Skyline. We got the Toyota Supra being driven by Brennan, Out of This World Gaming. Check out his YouTube channel for all your social game information. Give you the highs, the lows, what to watch out for. All right, let's get this race started. Welcome back, everybody. Let's see how night 1 of the week goes. From when we've really started to count, we're now 1 full point, match point, I guess. Not match point, but week. 1 full week point going to the JCCR team and 1 full week point going to the non-JCCR team because we've each won 1. This is week 3. Let's see who takes it in week 3. Get your brake balance set up, folks. Get your radars on. Watch out because this is a clean lobby, race simulation style. Race as if you're on an actual racetrack, or get Batmaned, warned, Batmaned, or kicked, depending on the severity. Woo, that was a slow line around there. And the cool kid takes the pass with style and a good amount of safety. Oh. Staying off the throttle to avoid an accident with a jig. And L412 gets by nice and clean. Still getting used to being back behind the wheel of a GT3 vehicle. And that's right, for the next race, I'll start grid. We'll start from a full stop, grid position, with penalty for starting up too early. Sorry about that, Jig. I was full on the brakes, but nonetheless gave you a little bump there. No harm, no foul. Glad you held it together, otherwise I'd have to kick myself from the race. Blitz King, solid pass, great passing. Clean, safe, not a push to pass, an actual real pass, a well-earned position. Oh, I have to put penalties on. I skipped the track there, so I'm going to give the positions back here. There we go. Ooh, good job, Blitz King. Good job. Oh, I missed that by a mile. Time to fire up the tiny TV. Sounds good. Thank you, Super Doofus. Oh, I got a wee bit of a push, so I'm gonna just cross the grass here. Skip the grass since I got pushed into it. Welcome, Dano. Now let's just try to follow Dano. Learn the fast way around the track. Chris J, if there's not too many people that get booted out for dirty driving, yes, we can start a bigger lobby. That's a good idea. And I can make sure to put full stop grid start with penalty for jumping the gun. All right, that cool kid up in first, followed by L412. We've got a chance. Good luck, L412. It's a JCCR racer. Thankfully, he joined the team. Otherwise, there'd be a lot more subscriber wins. Running a kind of slow 144. Well done, Dano. Really well done. Woo, those lights got a little closer than I like, but no contact. Glad I didn't push Dano. When and if I pass Dano, I want it to be good and clean. I do want to have earned it. All right, now fully rehabilitated, back to being used to driving the GR3. Push that Texan. Thanks, Ronan. Oh, he's right behind Brennan as well. That's an interesting lineup here. I needed the whole track there. One second behind Brennan. Dano made the pass. Great job, Dano. Well played. I think all the new people that have joined tonight are actually clean racers. They're also looking for a nice clean place to race that differs from the weekly races where you get beaten around the track, and even if you still win, you still feel like a victim. Oh, and there we have it. That's the race. Great job to that cool kid. A quick C driver, I guess. Blitz King climbing up from the bottom. L412 also climbing up from near the bottom. And Ash Larry from dead last into fourth. Congratulations, Ash Larry. You got to be the fastest bee that I know. Whew. That's one. That's right. One for the subs. Thank you very much, Dano. And Out of This World Gaming saying, I kept getting pushed out of my, do you know by who? Out of my turn. Yeah, people shouldn't be pushing people out of their turn. Out of This World Gaming, let me know. And it'll make space. It'll make space for Chris J, who wants to come join in. And Super Doofus. I think Super Doofus wasn't in, so probably make space for Super Doofus as well. Oh, Super Doofus is not racing tonight. No worries at all. Boy, a second turn. Oh, Blitz and Double A Jig. Thank you very much. And Blitz. And there we go. So there's the sport space. We're going to keep it at 12. Less drivers, less crashes, cleaner, more professional style driving, more realistic driving. You don't see people in the real world winning races because they hit every car on the way up. Thank you very much, Bren, for writing it here too, so people know why there is some kicking going on. And let's see, so the winner of the race, we've got the cool kid from Mexico, or at least running the Mexican flag. So let's get him to pick, because that's how it goes here. You win and you get to choose. So let's see what race he picks. And Ricky Rez Racer making it in. Right on, buddy. Thank you for making it in tonight. Good to see you back. Where are you here? I want to send you a little message. There we go. Dano passed really clean for when he passed me as well. Really, really clean. All right, so we've got all 12 racers. Let's see what the next race is going to be. And if we don't get an answer from that cool kid, it'll go to L412. Oh, the cool kid picking the Red Bull Ring. Fantastic. Let's head on over. We'll do 4 laps as well. We'll put light penalties on here. We'll get grid start with false check. And I'm sorry, folks. I'm just looking for the penalty. But it's not as if this is a track where you can just skip over a bunch of track and end up with a faster time, which was the case for our Montreal, Canada race. Here we go, here we go. Well, we'll have to work on this, I guess. Hey! Wesida Racing. Kart. Probated. There we go. And I'm also going to save these settings because they'll be our new settings for the 12 lobby. And here we go. Hope you're all ready to race Red Bull Ring. Pick your car that you feel is suited for the Red Bull Ring. If ever you are looking for the meta car, not meta as in the stock option for buying into Facebook, but meta as in the one that's most suited for the track, it would appear when you're racing it on weekly races. You just hit the little podium here and you'll see the global times. Folks, pick out your car, get that check mark picked, and don't forget to throw on your soft tires. Really important. And the cool kid finished first last race. So let's get him a little lower, because I think he's actually higher than a C. Let's put him down here right behind Ronan and test that out, see what that looks like. Let's get L412 behind Ronan, see what that looks like. Formal credits, maybe formal. I think formal credits needs to, I thought informal credits needs to go up. Yeah, let's put formal credits in front of Dano. And Ricky Rez Racer is a good, strong A. Ash Larry is BS is absolutely what I call an Ash Larry. Ash Larry's super fast. He's no B speed rated driver, so I call BS on that. And let's get 20 speed in here, and we'll move him up the list just a little. We'll move him up definitely ahead of Ash Larry. And 20 speed. All right, 20 speed. Let's move you on up. Actually, 20 speed, I'm going to put you in front of Dane. I might even put you in front of formal credits. Okay, no, you're a B as well. Here we go, folks. I hope you're ready to put the pedal to the metal. Let's get this race started. Wes is in the house. Welcome in and good evening, Wes. Thank you very much for making it in. Sorry, still had a Christmas party, and of course you shake hands or hug everybody, and well, a few days later, you get a sore throat and the sniffles. Lots of cars behind. Oh, what happened there? Who's that? Formal credits knocked out 412 way off the track. Formal credits, watch out, mate. You should also pull over and wait for 412 because you speared him off the track, buddy. I do kind of miss my 911 here, though. This is feeling great, the 296, very impressive. Great for holding on to the track. The 911 just feels really smooth here. All right, I don't think the formal credits is going to pull over for 412, but I will mention it in the chat, so make sure the whole group sees it. Oh, he is going to pull over. Fantastic. Turn 1 dangers. All right, we got Ash Larry behind us. Wow, Ash Larry climbed from last. Oh, Aussie Bug coming in. Howdy, Aussie Bug. That's our mate from Australia, and I think I read quickly that he's got a livery for the 296. That is fantastic. I look forward to taking a look and installing that. Ash Larry, good job. That was a good pass, mate. Picked up a penalty. Ate just a little bit too much of the track there. And that cool kid running a 131. Yeah, that is not an actual C rating. And Ronan writing, believing, if you believe it, you're halfway there. And that is absolutely true. Our mind absolutely has an effect on the physical world. Quantum physics has proven that. And the Bible's been saying it for thousands of years. Alright, so Ash, Larry, and I are both going to be in the cold shower. Now, if there's a car right behind me about to pass, my recommendation would be, at this point, don't pass. Wait for me to get the penalty. Like, don't risk if, well, you know I'm not going to deliberately hit you, but when you're running online, oops, sorry, I'm going to get out of the way here. I think there's a lot of crashing going on because people who are normally at the top are now not at the top at all. 20 speed picking up the fastest lap time. Good job. Marciello 111, good evening. Thanks for dropping a comment. It's always nice when people in the community come in, they say hi, chit chat with people, talk about cars, tracks, or life. Dano picking up a 130.5. Congratulations. I think you're going to finish with the fastest lap. 130 is quick. I got to work on driving smooth and smart. And we can pick up some time here. Picking up a penalty. Oh, I'm almost picking up 2 penalties. That's interesting. So here we go, Ricky Rez Racer. The spot is yours. There we go. So good job. That cool kid. The Mexican driver picking up first. Ash Larry in second. Great job, Ash Larry. 20 speed. Good work. And did someone get speared off? Did Ronan get speared off the track? I gotta check back up in the comments here. Oh no, Ronan had a PS5 crash. Ooh, that is unfortunate. Yeah, good job, Subs. Owning it, Subs. Well, it's Monday. We still have got a lot of time, and we still have... Oh, we can at least get in 2 races. Let's go down and get down into... let's see who won. That cool kid. And if we don't get an answer quickly, I'm going to pick one out. Oh, 20 Speed also having a GT7 shut down. And, oh, Marciello saying room is full. Well, that's we're now a full 12. Let's, for the last few races, everyone, I don't think anyone drove dirty. Formal credits pulled over after doing an accidental spear. Oh, Nürburgring, all right. And Nintex is heading out, so there's your spot. Perfect. Marciello, jump on in. Your spot is available. Now, it's actually going to kind of freeze things because while I pick the race, I think the spot will stay open. Whew. Lots, all huge tracks. We'll do the regular here. Clearly not going to do 4 laps. I'll take all night. We'll almost run it to midnight. I'm exaggerating a little, but not that much. Oh, Ricky Rez Racer making a great point. Never rage quit. Keep fighting. Absolutely. Oh, it looks like for Nürburgring, we've lost a few people. This does take the big cojones. I'm going to try it out in the new car. I've never driven it here. 20 Speed saying, start me last. And that cool kid, clearly, pretty darn fast. Very fast. So let's start you right ahead of Dano. And let's see here. 20 Speed saying, start me last. Well, you're pretty close to the bottom here. I guess only the die-hard racers have stayed in. Oh, Marciello, well, there is room. Search under Friends Only list, and if you haven't added me as a friend, which is the fastest way to find these races, you just have to add my name. It's JCCR_Johnny. Do a search, PSN search for JCCR_Johnny. Or, yeah, that would be it. All right, let's get to this race started. Good luck, folks. Oh, Marciello. Let's just give Marciello a moment to see if it pops up for him. In the meantime, I guess I'll go see how the first turn plays out. Ooh, I'd almost say 0 for brake balance isn't a bad thing here. Oh, Beecham, thank you very much. Good evening to you as well, folks. Don't forget to have your soft tires on. Oh, this is different in the Ferrari. Ooh, very much used to driving here in the 911. Ooh, a lot of rotation. I don't know if I can actually handle the Ferrari here. Oh, I cannot handle it at all. This is very different. So good thing we gave a little try there. And the 911, throw it on, make sure the soft tires are on, and they are. Let's get this race starting. Marciello, we got Marciello in, fantastic. Let's put him up on the grid here. I think I recall fondly that I have trouble believing that Marciello was a C, because I do remember him being quite fast, but let's put him in a C rating just the same. That cool kid roasted us despite his C rating, so I'm actually going to start him right behind Dano, between Dano and JCCR, and see how that actually works out. Let's see what his real speed rating is, and this is a great track to test that because it's hard to memorize. So it shows a lot of sort of, I guess, natural skill, natural observation skills, reaction times. Ooh, and I forgot. Oh, Marciello. That's right. I want to test Marciello again. Oh, Remy, I would love for you to join. It'll have to be next race, though, and there should be a next race. We're going to finish this about 10:10. We can squeeze one more in. Oh my goodness, that was silly of me. I forgot that we were running this mode. Sorry for the traffic I'm causing behind. Oof. That was not pretty, but we got through. Definitely want to drive smoother and smarter than what I just did on the last few turns. Here we go. Settled back in. We're ready to race. Formal credits might think I was brake checking him there, but I wasn't. I just don't have this track memorized. Sorry for braking in an inopportune time, spot, place. Oh, formal credits. That time though, you wrecked me, buddy. Oh, thank you for waiting, formal credits. Oh, not sure what happened. 20 Speed might have had his PlayStation crash on him, or crash out of the lobby. Oh, 20 Speed was waiting for formal credits. All right. Very cool of you, 20 Speed. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes you assume the person that hit you from behind, and this is another good reason to never retaliate. You might get hit from behind, like, oh, I just got punted off the track, catch up to the person, then wreck their race and possibly your race, Batmaning them, when it's quite possible that they got punted from behind. It's a slingshot effect when everyone doesn't brake at pretty much exactly the same time. Yeah, that's right. Beecham making a great point. Don't attribute mistakes to malice. Absolutely. Unless it's on a straightaway and the person's pounding away on your side door. If they lightly touch you once, that's one thing. But if they hit you hard once, might be an accident. When they're up to their third hit, they're definitely trying to take you off the track, and that's very much the case in the weekly races, and that's why we do these lobby races. L412 up at the top, followed by the Cool Kid. Fastest C that I've seen thus far. Oh, how he missed the 911. Drives just so beautifully at high speeds. Slow to get out of first, but wonderful cornering at high speeds. Great for this track. I didn't have my big boy pants on there. I guess the belt wasn't buckled up and tight enough, because I should have been flying through that section. Will I ever catch up to JCCR Ronan? 7 seconds behind. See what I can pull off. 7.1 seconds. Let's bring this down. If you start to go off the track, the best option is don't touch the gas, don't touch the brakes, because that's when you're going to slide or spin. And it looks like the Nürburgring has claimed an accident. So we got a easy pass because of a bad accident. And that's what this race does. It is hard for all levels of drivers, from E all the way to A. Even when you're an A driver, this one sometimes throws a surprise at you. You briefly forget where you are. You just miss your brake point. Marciello, we're 11.3 seconds behind. Let's see if we can close that gap and let us know what kind of lap we're having. Ooh, I could have gone through there a lot faster. I need to be top of second, even low third. Still basically the same distance with Marciello in front of us. He's driving the track well. Oh, they're at the end of the straightaway. Tiny little specks at the end. We got Dano and Marciello and L412 still leading the pack. So can he finish it off so that the JCCR team can get a win in tonight? And he does. Congratulations, L412. Good job taking the team to the podium, followed by two non-JCCR racing stablemates. And then we've got Dano in 5th and Marciello in 6th, at least for the time being. Ooh, and I didn't even get to finish. I was too slow. Timer was on 30 seconds, and on that race, you need more than 30 seconds. Yes, good game. Fantastic. All right, so L412, you know the routine. Oops. You win. No, not the next day. And there we go. JCCR team picks one up, but the subs are still winning at it. Still winning. And Bren N saying, gotcha this time. Let's see what race gets picked. Spa, here we go. Hadn't done Spa in a while. Good choice. Solid choice. Now, Spa is now here. Full course. We'll do... It's getting late. We'll do 2 laps at Spa. Well, can we really do... No, we have to do 3 laps at Spa. I can't do 2 laps at Spa. That's just not kind. And while I've never driven here with the Ferrari, I certainly know how to drive here with the 911. So I'm going to test out the Ferrari. See how it is. Help me figure out for, I think it's January 3rd, we've got our 2026 season starting up. Don't forget, sign up for Sim League Pro. Crack out your laptop or your cell phone. It's a website. Sign up. Be one of the 2026 drivers and start collecting points for the 2026 championship. There's both a pro and an amateur league. That's all set up by our very own Super Doofus. That's Tom, one of the general managers. And you can also check us out and talk and chat with us over on Discord. .296. Here you go. I have no idea how you're going to handle these turns. but I'm going to try. Oh, 20 speed, you head over to the Sim League Pro and you'll see for sign up. It literally says sign up, but you'll look for the JCCR team and then sign up to the JCCR team or JCCR races, and that's how you can sign up. But I don't know if the 20, I'm sure you can still sign up. Yeah, we should do a quali for 5 minutes. I'm not going to do that, the cool kid, because I will start the slower drivers up top, giving the faster drivers a chance to practice their skills and their skills in teaching and mentoring, because they can teach and mentor by showing, being good role models, doing clean passes, and then it gives the car that got passed, which is slower, a chance to follow that faster car for a while and learn better lines and better driving. Now, the cool kid, you're extremely fast, so I'm going to try you behind Ronan and see who's faster between you and Ronan, because I feel like maybe you're not doing that many weekly races, because I feel like you should definitely be faster than a C rating. So let's try this out. I'm going to try you out in 6th, see where you end up. L412 I definitely need to bring down, because L412 is quick. Definitely quicker than... Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so L412 is a B. Good. We've got a C. We've got a C. L412. So then we got some Bs. We got, I think, a fake C, which is only a compliment. Don't take it the wrong way. Then we've got Bren, which is pretty darn fast. We got to bring Bren down a little or move 20 speed up. Oh, we got Remy in. Okay, Remy. We got to move Remy up top. We'll put Remy right behind me. And Bren, I'm sorry. It's a compliment. I got to bring you down a little. Dano, I got to bring you up a little. I'd like to have you right behind the cool kid. And let's see how that's like. Ash Larry, BS, S for speed, B for driving, and the two together describe your B rating. I'd say you're a fast A. All right, let's get down to it. Yeah, spa day. That's funny, Bren. Bren's saying spa day, ladies. Yes, it is spa day, ladies. Let's get down to it. I probably won't be very hard to pass. I've never driven here with the Ferrari and could not handle the Nürburgring at all with the Ferrari, crashing out all over the place. And I have a feeling going up the hill, that might be the case here. Got to get my foot on the brake here. Oh, that is slow out of first gear, not like the 458 Italia, which flies out of gear 1. Oh, I'm picking up a penalty. Oh, I'm sorry to the group. I am sorry. I have caused that. I'm going to wait for everyone to get back. That was due to my spin out. Safely park myself. Oh, okay, well, they reset me, which is good. I am sorry, folks. I should have came out from the outside. I just was worried about hitting people on the left of me, and I definitely needed to slow down more because, well, turns out the Ferrari does not like the elevated speed bumps, the elevated curbs. That is embarrassing. Okay, well, it's got a lot of traction going up the hill there. Hey, Depitha, welcome. Yeah, Super Doofus, you look away for 1 second and I made a complete fool out of myself. Collecting some racers for the 2026 Sim League Pro Racing League, though, for a 2026 championship year. Yeah, that's right. Good morning, Deep, all the way from India. I was going to say deep inside India, but that's not true. I don't know if you live in the heart of India or, you know, up north, down south. I'd say when you live in the deep of a country, you're kind of like right in the middle. So it's a great distance to get to that area from any of the country's borders. Okay, the 296 so far is just absolutely wonderful on this track, except it doesn't like the elevated curbs. Braking's fantastic, so it can correct for my errors. And let's see if we're staying on pace. So we are 7.4 seconds, 7.3. Okay, 7.2 seconds behind formal credits, and let's see if we stay on pace based on our driving. Wow, let go of the throttle and all sorts of worlds of turn-in. I am not on pace so far with the Ferrari. Losing a second to formal credits. Tons of steering going up the hill, full throttle the whole way. If I don't pick up a penalty, I'll say that was easy peasy with the 296. Lovely driving the 296 Ferrari here. Really, really nice at Spa. And Super Doofus still prefers the 458. I can understand. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. But I think I'll be driving the 296. It is... I'll have to back-to-back race them. I can't call whether I find one's... I like that it's very stable. I'm giving throttle and I'm not in any way ever feeling like I'm going to lose control, except clearly when we get some elevated curb, because that really rocked me, but that would have rocked a lot of cars. The rest of the time I found this incredibly stable. Quick car. Doesn't look as good as the Porsche 911, that's just my opinion. Alright, okay, so I'm only 1.2 seconds off the fastest driver. So not bad. Fastest driver is also in 11th. And that's probably all my fault because I crashed out on turn 1. Coming back onto the track, I should not have had my foot on the throttle. Ooh. Had to let off the throttle there. Super Doofus, that is true. The 458 does try to kill us, and the 296 doesn't at all. Almost feels like the McLaren. A little more exciting. Oh, Dano, thank you very much. We don't have ghosting on in these lobbies, so if Dano just threw himself all back on the track, I think we would add a banana split. That's when we both hit and go off and split off in different directions. Dano, very curious, professional driving on your part, thank you. And Debitha, thank you very much for sharing people's YouTube links. Let's all subscribe to each other's channels, please. Share some positivity and kindness. All right, 220.4, still holding the fastest lap. Congratulations. Formal credits. Let's see where we can finish up. .6 thus far. Wow, a 218 pulled off by L412. That is wildly fast. Deep is great, putting in the work, helping everybody out. Viking Gaming, you legend. Thank you so much for making it in. Marcialo, I'm sorry for making that such a crazy race. That was all my fault in turn one. That elevated speed bump just destroyed me. Look at all these added fins on this car. This looks like it was almost designed, at least one of the designers comes from the 1980s Trans Am team. Has a lot of excessive finnage. Whoo! All right, Out of This World Gaming. Let's see what you've got to say here. I seen it getting pretty heated. Dana, was that guy being clean? Yeah, I'd like to know as well. And which guy? And let's see how... All right, so Subs pick up the win with Ash Larry in his Beetle. Oh, I hate losing out to a Beetle. Guys, Monday night, looks like week 1 of keeping score was the JCCR team. Week 2 were Subs, and now we're into week 3, and day 1 has been picked up by the Subs, the non-JCCR racing team. And did we have anyone close? Oh yeah, we did. Second and third were both JCCR racers. Bren, check out his channel, Out of This World Gaming. Then we've got JCCR Ronan, the cool kid. So it's good to know. Okay, so the cool kid was able to hang around with Ronan, and Ronan is a fast B. So we'll say the cool kid, will kind of mentally classify him as a B. And Dano saying he was being clean, just pushing me at the wrong time. He did take me out though. Ooh, okay. Well, you can always let me know. You can always write me directly to my PSN network if ever you find people are not being clean and problematic, and you don't want to put it up here on the screen or down here in the live chat. You can always privately write me if you feel like you're, getting taken out a few times from the same driver. Folks, we lost it tonight, but we'll be back tomorrow night. Thank you so much. We'll do Time Attack Tuesday tomorrow night, so don't miss out. You need to subscribe. Please help out the channel. Let's grow the community, but we need you to subscribe so that community grows, and we have got more racers, more car talk, more track talk, and bell notifications need to be on so you don't miss out. So Tuesday nights are Time Attack Tuesdays. Let's make sure we get faster on the lap that we're going to be deciding to race. The Viking Gaming, folks, the man's a legend. Check out his YouTube channel. We can always use more subscribers, so make sure you've subscribed to his channel, folks. And let's finish this up. Let's see what the... Actually, you know what? Let's not go to the garage and do our regular scenic closing. Let's check out how to set up a livery. So if you want the JCCR livery, well, there's a catch. You have to be part of the JCCR racing team. And to be part of the JCCR racing team, you got to be dedicated to clean racing. When you do someone really dirty, you got to pull off and wait for them to get on the track and then get back behind them and back to competing for that position. Also great if you also say sorry, but, I'm not going to push the Canadian way. Canadians sometimes say sorry too often. That's the car we're driving, and let's see right here. We've got a style to load up. You head over to Content Search, and right here under Keyword, you write JCCR. You do a little content search, and you see what have the friends brought us. Aussie Pug, you... wild dog, thank you so much. Very kind of you to set us up with a new livery. Let's check it out. So this is Aussie Pug Designs. If you want a special design from Aussie, send him some money and he'll build you one. And we've just been really lucky. He is a sponsor of the channel, I guess we can say, because he keeps creating us these designs. So thank you for sponsoring the channel, Aussie Pug. You are incredible, mate. And there we go. That's how we're going to end it tonight. We're going to apply the style. I'm loving the style. And look at that, folks. That's another beautiful Aussie Pug design running some of my favorite colors, red, white, and black together. And Daniel saying, please chat and viewers do your part and hit the like button. Oh, that'd be fantastic. And see you tomorrow night, folks. God bless and Godspeed, everybody. I wish you all more cars and more power. If you don't get to drive in the real world, don't worry. This is still my favorite place to drive, despite over in the real world on Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. We've got the 2017 Shelby GT350 with that incredible 5.2-liter Voodoo engine, which has one thing in common with Ferrari. It has a flat plane crank engine, just like the Corvette Z06 also has a flat plane crank engine. There's only a few of these V8s with flat plane crank engines out there. So the thing to remember is if it's a flat plane crank engine, it revs really high and has an incredible, unique sound. We also have the 2025 Ford F-150 Tremor that got rear-ended. So if you want to see what that looks like and my impressions on was it safe, was it not safe, I'll tell you all about it in the video. And we also have the 1991 Toyota MR2 on its fourth engine and the 1999 Porsche 911, which is the second Porsche 911 that we own and have owned. We owned two at the same time. We had to sell the black one, pay off the Shelby. But I can tell you one thing for sure about 911s. They lack the sound of a V8, and the 996 generation was kind of like classy sound, so it's pretty darn quiet until you get to 5,000 RPM. But being that it's all analog, it is an incredible vehicle, and values on that should skyrocket when people get over the eggshell lighting, which I think is great because it's only 911 from 60 years of fabrication that actually has different lights on it. So jump on those before values skyrocket. Take care, folks. Godspeed, God bless, and see you tomorrow night.